Rebekah, how did it feel to be back on the court? New coach, same result it seemed like. What is it like to be out there again?
At first it felt really weird. I was telling Olivia this, that being out there going through, technically old experiences, but with a missing piece, without John Cook. Like, you're used to him walking out, having his pep talk, and it's like something feels like it's missing. And so it was weird, and then it started to feel like home again. And it honestly was just like being a freshman all over again, knowing that I'm wrapping up my time here. I'm just trying to take it in, and so it felt really good to be back.
At what point did it start feeling normal again?
Somewhere in the middle of the first set. I was kind of jittery. It was weird. I don't know. I think it's just, one, having a game into Vanny during spring season isn't something we usually do, so that was part of it. But, I mean, playing in front of 10,000 people is pretty nerve-wracking, but, yeah.
Andy, you're not on your head. I mean, did it take a while to kind of feel like volleyball again out there?
Yeah, I remember telling Becca at the beginning of the game, I was like, I feel like it's the first round of the tournament. Like, I don't know, something about the vibe in the gym. Not that it was a bad thing, it was super exciting, but like she said, it was just different playing in the Bob this early in spring, because we always go to like a small town and play in a high school gym for our first game of spring, but it was incredible being back, and the fans were incredible, and the energy was unmatched.
Ryan, how are you feeling to have the injury and then still be able to come and be able to take part in spring practice and have your
Yeah,
shot?
I feel great. I feel like I worked really, really hard to get to where I am right now, and I think I kind of proved that on the court today with my teammates, and I'm just really excited to be here.
Andy, what do you think of her debut?
I mean, I'm so proud of Ryan. She has worked so hard to get to this point, especially coming off of an injury that she had. You would never be able to tell, and so I'm just really proud of her and her adversity, and she's been an amazing teammate through the entire thing, which is, I think, in my opinion, the coolest thing, because it's one thing to be an amazing volleyball player, but it's another thing to be an even more amazing person, so really proud of her.
Ryan, can you describe the feeling when you took the court for the first time tonight in front of all these fans?
Yeah, I would say I wasn't very nervous at all. I was kind of just really excited to be on the court with my sisters. So yeah, I took it all in, took in all the emotions. Yeah, the day before, I'm pretty sure Andy just texted me just taking everything, taking all the emotions, and it was really helpful because I feel like I did that, and it made playing volleyball and the experience 10 times better.
Did you surprise yourself at all tonight?
Not really. I knew I had it in me. I just needed the right groove to get it out,
Do you feel back to the level you were before the injury too? I mean, you were just cleared in December too. When did you kind of get back to feeling that you could perform at the elite level?
Honestly, I think when I got here, I had to work out a lot to get my strength back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think after doing all that and going through all the workouts and the procedures that I had to go through in order to get back on the court and jump, after that I felt pretty great. I felt back to normal.
Andy, can you talk about that back row attack you had? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if we've seen that before. I mean, I assume you've been working on that in practice. What do you like about that attack, and what can you do with it?
Yeah, the funny thing is that was our first time running it live, and it worked. So, no, we did a little back row versus back row drill a week ago, and I don't know, something about it, Berg and I were just really connecting, and so we decided to throw it into the offense, obviously with Danny accepting it, but it was really fun, and I just remember Bergen and I, at the very beginning of the game, we were texting before the game, and she was like, we're running the D-ball, and I was like, okay, I'm ready, I'm so lit, is what I said verbatim. So, I don't know, it was really fun, and yeah, it was just really fun.
Rebekah, you're serving. Are you calling for the D-ball now too when you're...
I'm game. I would love it. I mean, I've been telling Coach, it's when we're in there, I feel we're constantly aggressive and constantly see the middle's taking over. It's why not for us when we're back row too, so I'm all for it.
Andy, what was it like fielding a question from John Cook on the broadcast afterwards?
It was interesting. It was a really interesting question. I don't know if you guys heard, but it was, thank you for telling me happy birthday. And I was like, Coach, you're welcome. Do you have something about the game? But no, he's great. It was really cool to hear him on the other end. So hopefully he's doing great, and I hope he had a great birthday.
Rebekah, this is kind of a new schedule for you guys to get one here at home and then have another one to go out and play in front of the fans out in Ord.
Right.
What's that like for you guys getting a chance to kind of work out some kinks here and now have something to go back and work off of and play again?
Oh, I think it's incredibly helpful. I mean, you know, like a lot of us said, there was tons of nerves in like those first couple of points in the first half of the first set. And so just being able to work through that, and obviously it'll be a smaller crowd in Ord, and so I think we'll be able to focus on stuff, technically speaking, and run more of those offensive plays, just different things that we have to offer this season. So I think playing here in Devaney was great. You know, it really is honestly the definition of jumping off in the deep end. So I think Ord will be hopefully smoother.
Andy, you know, Rebekah talked about having nerves out in the court, but just how would you say Danny's first coaching experience with you guys, just what was that dynamic look like tonight?
It's huge. Having a coach like Danny who just has so much confidence in the team and so much trust in her players, it really inspires you as a player. And so even though there were nerves, it was also so much confidence going out there because we knew we had it in us, like Ryan said. And we all really brought that out of each other, and having a coach like Danny who's so supportive, not that coach wasn't, but who's just like so supportive and has just like that faith in the team, you know, you can go out and play freely, just rip off the hinges. Not to go back to last year, but it just is a really good saying.
Time for a few more questions.
Rebekah, this team has gone through a big change this spring, and you guys still came out here and didn't drop a set. What can you say about the transition and just the level of play through the spring?
Yeah, I mean, the transition, we said this earlier in the meeting, was it today or yesterday, that this has been one of the easiest transitions in my entire career, from being a freshman to then now a returner, and now I'm a senior. And you thought that maybe a head coach could rock some things, and she's just been incredibly transparent, and that's helped me a lot with buying into what she has to offer here. So that's made the transition really smooth. But I honestly feel like, to answer your question, that is just a standard of Nebraska volleyball. I think Coach built an empire. He made a program so attractive that it will bring some of the greatest athletes in the nation, regardless of who's in charge. And now, you know, a matter of who's in charge, that kind of is the cherry on top. But, I mean, truly, like, yes, Danny has added a lot, but regardless, we're going to try and go out there and demolish. So.
Speaking of demolishing, Harper's jump serve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What has that been like to watch in practice and then today?
Cool. I mean, just really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You see her a lot, like, kind of playing more with the ball instead of just her line of approach, which is really exciting to see. So, I mean, it just gets better with time, you know.
You mentioned playing in Devaney, being, you know, jumping into the deep end. Why do you feel like this group maybe needed that experience compared to maybe some of the past couple of years, teams in the past couple of years?
I think just the obvious one, just a change of who's in charge. I think a lot of a team's culture, it starts at the top, and so I've already seen just a ripple effect in how the coaches talk, the feedback, just kind of the whole function and flow of coaches in the gym has changed. So, yeah, honestly, I think it just started with Danny and just kind of trickled down.
Ryan, what was your impression of your fellow freshmen, and what did you four kind of do to get ready for your first Devaney experience?
Well, we like to like dance around in the locker room, get pumped, and just like kind of be with each other. And like the whole time when we were on the court, like we just were kind of hyping each other up because we're like, yeah, like it's our birthday, we're killing it, like stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very grateful to have them all. I feel like I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. So.
Who's the best dancer of the bunch?
Oh.
Come on, Ryan. It's Ryan.
It's me. T's a close second, but it's definitely me.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.